Part 16, Side A. We're in a different setting today in our Side A mukbang bang bang ba bang ba bang 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 bang. And we have a little bit of a different food item today. I have hold on. A burrito. So as I dive into this burrito, why don't I share with you some of the Animusian work that I've done today? So it appears this is a steak fajita. Chicken fajita burrito, by the way. I'm gonna add hot sauce on top of it. So it appears that I've uncovered some sort of neurochemical release game being played with the multiplayer games. Specifically multiplayer games. I'm sure single player might have a different similarity but difference. But the multiplayer is definitely, when it comes to win losses, putting up points, which goes back, for anybody who's been keeping up with my personal private life in any way, there was a legal situation that arose, which I specifically had written down and included another party for the specific reason that it seems I've exposed. And at the time, they wanted to consider me crazy, mentally. It seems to me that I was on the right track with the right information, the right mindset, and the right evidence. So it looks like I might be due some immunity, or what do they call it? Overturning a wrongful conviction. Because these things have had an impact on my life, but it definitely seems like this world of sobriety and addiction, and the religious people have been taking advantage of this like neurochemical release game, and it's wild and crazy because it can like really mind control you, man. It can really get you to do things, man. And people try to make it be like, you always have control over your... You know what? I think mind control is so advanced these days, sometimes you really don't have control over what's going on. Which makes a lot of people innocent, but it also speaks to a much larger degree about the conversations that are being had by the people who are involved in this little shenanigans game. I think a lot of innocent people have been caught up. Now, I specifically use the video game format, but I know without a doubt that these kind of similarities can be seen, in other areas of life. I know for a fact it's not just video games, but that's just the format that I've been using. good burrito. Hot sauce. So, I don't know how deep. But I really, for years, have been complaining and reporting these things. I didn't know exactly how to describe it. And maybe it needed to take time to fully expose itself to me. Not that people were doing anything about it. But here we are. I've exposed it. The evidence is there, man. For people to ignore it, you'd have to be complicit or corrupt. Like, truly. It's a man world. So much power. So much freedom. You know, I've had to put up with a lot of lies and a lot of bullshit to not just defend myself, but defend my family. And someone really took advantage and tried to brainwash. And the reality is they tried to brainwash my dad. And I've had to do so many undercover ops to save my family. And I know it's not over. And he might never understand. And that's what sucks. My dad, he may never understand just because of his age and where he's at in life. But I know it's important. And there are other people who know it's important. And I think it was, it was either about getting people to understand the evidence, or it was about getting people to expose themselves as corrupt members of a judicial, business, or entertainment art world, man. Man, art's savage. Art's heavy. Art's been around a long time. So the art world knows what's up, you know? They know a few shenanigans. They know how to play a few shenanigans. But it's a big world. Art has been around before governance even. Think of that. Cave paintings. Cave paintings and who knows what else. Clothing. Anyways. As you can see, it's starting to get dark outside. Which will be no big deal for our side B, part 16. But yeah, I'm kind of like destabilized. It's like sober addiction, neurochemical release, criminal plot conspiracy. I don't know. Who knows how else this has affected the world? You know what I mean? Could be affecting the world in even bigger ways than anybody imagined. But I've been trying to focus on my life. Almost done here. Like me the hot sauce. Olé. A palm tree. So I'll test it out. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Alright. Just about finishing up the video here. It's like totally dark out now. Rock on. And Moose is still alive, baby. The Moose is still lives. I don't even gotta live. Bad robot. Underscore. Emphasize on the underscore. Because that's how I stay unique from like that Bad Robot Entertainment company, which is a cool company. It was great. Good stuff. Bad Robot. I'm just Bad Robot. He's Bad Robot. Underscore. Underscore. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And to continue the Animus Part 16 experience, please flip over to Side B. Thanks so much. Have a good one. Bye. 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 Bye.